Hi guys, hi, how are you doing? I hope you guys are doing well. Winter has kicked in and it's really coming so strong. Here in Cape Town, we had quite a dramatic week. A lot of rain since Friday last week and only stopped yesterday. So yeah, we having some sunshine from today and hopefully for the rest of the weekend and early in the week next week. Yeah, so look guys, first, thank you for your support. I'm always grateful for you guys watching our videos, and we really appreciate that. There's no amount of words we can say to show how grateful and our gratitude to you guys. And I wanted to do this short video just to dedicate to ask you guys. I know you guys are watching our videos quite in numbers. We're not doing bad in terms of numbers if we look at the type of content we are creating. It's not that much a popular content, but it's a very important one for some of the people that are watching, and it's a platform that we are creating for us to learn each other and understand each other, and not just rely on things that we hear here and there. So we want to be able to give you the correct information because we are the people that this information concerns. So it concerns us, and therefore, I know that we are the best ones to tell our own story because it's about us. So when we talk about migrants, as one of them, I believe that I'm very well placed to provide such information because it relates to me, it relates to people like me, and we know what we go through, we know what we are and who we are, and all the circumstances that surround us. And therefore, if you really believe and know that and think that this information I'm providing, each content I'm providing, is valuable and is important, and you think it should stay, it should continue, I should continue doing this, I think I'll ask you to really think of subscribing. We need to see those numbers that people are viewing, that who are viewing our videos, who are watching our videos. We want those numbers that of the view of the viewers to actually reflect the number of subscribers. So the more subscribers we have, the better for this type of platform to continue and continue to exist for as long as we can and we are alive. So please, I'm gonna beg you guys, if you are watching this video and have not subscribed yet, please do subscribe. Please do that so that you can encourage us to continue even bringing more information. And even because the plan is that we will start going on site, we want to be able to go on site and start getting the raw information from the source. I want you guys to know what foreigners do, how they do it. I want you to know how they came in, why do they come illegally. I want you guys to see them live speaking. Those are the kind of things I want to go to each and every foreign business and find out how many employees do they have, who are those employees, why are they there. I want to bring that kind of juicy information live from the source. All those questions you always ask yourself about migrant and foreigners in South Africa, I want to bring that kind of information to you so that I believe it's not try to find controversy, but to try to learn from each other, to try to bring that information, how they do things, why they do that way, and how they can improve things. This is some sort of a lesson to both of us, the locals and the migrants themselves. I want them to do the right thing. I want them to obey the country's laws. I want them to do what the country requires, the legislations, the laws, and bylaws. I want all of us as people living in South Africa, we must appreciate this country and try to do what is permitted to do in this country. and not the other way around. Those bad apples, I want them. Of course, there always be bad apples that exist in every society, but it does not mean that everyone is bad. So we're gonna try to uncover all those kind of stories and bring them to you guys so that we can get to understand each other and take out this misconception, this bad understanding, and this confusion that's always between these two group of people. And that's what leads some of the situation we face in South Africa at some point, the xenophobia. I'm facing that. I'm doing this content and I'm receiving comments. Some comments are not too good and some are encouraging. But hey, if you expose yourself in a public space, you have to expect these kind of things and you have to be able to manage the situation as it comes. So yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I just want to beg you guys to really consider subscribing so that we can bring all that kind of content to you guys in the near future as we continue with this kind of content. But before, after that, I want to take you through just a brief information. I know I wanted to bring some sort of statistics. I wanted to look at how many immigrants do we have in South Africa. So yeah, I came across one article and it gave me some sort of summaries of how many immigrants we have in South Africa and where do they come from, you know. And I have the numbers for you here, and I'm not going to discuss too much around this, but I'm going to just bring this summary to you. The number of immigrants that we have in South Africa, where they are coming from. I'm going to also bring the number of immigrants, so people who also get out of South Africa, and those are South Africans who are leaving South Africa, and where do they go to? Okay, so that people may think that, okay, no, you guys, you are only here but we don't go out there. Hey, no one stops anybody from leaving and go wherever that he or she wants to go. It is your choice. So I want to touch on that to show you guys how many South Africans leave their country and go elsewhere. And then I also wanted to touch on what else? The number of asylum seekers and refugees that are in South Africa. You have to understand there's a difference between immigrants, all right, and asylum and refugee seekers. So those are two different categories, and some people are asylum seekers and refugees, and some are just migrants or immigrants who come in South Africa for various reasons, including investment, business, or job seeking, or seeking other economic opportunities, and all that. So let's go up and look at quickly how many immigrants we have in South Africa. So in South Africa, we have a total of 2,860,500. So that is this that I'm giving you is from from 2020. But in reality, what I've noticed with the information I've read, since almost for the past 6, 10 years, there has been a decrease in the number of people who come to South Africa year on year. So you should not be thinking that people are still coming in as they used to come, but no, the last 6, 7, or 8 to 10 years, there have been a decline in how many people are coming in South Africa for various reasons. Probably some of the reasons include the tightening that is being done in the South African laws in terms of who can come in and who cannot come in, and other changes in joblessness and all that. So we'll look at that next time. But look, from the total of 2,860,500, there is the most people that are in South Africa as immigrants are Zimbabweans. Okay, the Zimbabweans, they are at 690,200. They constitute 24% of all the immigrants that are in South Africa. Okay, the second are the Mozambicans. These they are at 350,500 and they constitute a 12%. Okay. The third one are Lesotho. They are at 192,000 and they form a 7% of all immigrants in South Africa. The number four ones are Malawians. They are at 94,100. And then the number five, surprisingly enough, are the United Kingdom. So people from the UK, they stand at 67,400. And they constitute 2%. So yeah, quite surprising because ever since I've been going to home affairs, I've never came across with anybody from the UK. So yeah, probably I don't know. Probably these are business people and all that. So yeah, at number six, there come the Democratic Republic of the Congo at 63,900. And also 2%. Somalia comes in number six with 58,500. Botswana comes at number eight, I think. Yeah, is number eight or number seven? Uh, Botswana 50,500, Angola 47,900, and the last one is Eswatini with 45,400. So yeah, as you can see, most of the people that are in South Africa actually are people from the surrounding, so the neighbors, and these are most of these people. You never know whether they are South African or they are or Zimbabweans or Mozambicans because these guys are like a mix. They speak. I think that is why you always see sometimes it can be hard to differentiate between a Zimbabwean and the South African or a Mozambican and the South African, especially if you are in Durban. You'll never know whether it's a Zulu or this is a Mozambican. It's very hard to identify. Or a Lesotho. So it's very, very hard because these guys are like neighbors. So they are brothers and sisters. They marry with each other and so forth. I think hence even President Nelson Mandela got a sister from Mozambique. So you wouldn't say that these are foreigners. These are just brothers and sisters. But if it comes to criminality, of course, a criminal is a criminal. You cannot say that because you are my brother or my sister that you commit crime and support you. No, if you're a criminal, you should be taken to court. You should be taken to prison and face the full might of the law. Okay, so yeah, those are the people that we have in South Africa. And in 2020, they were standing at 2,860,500. So now, how many people go out of South Africa? Okay. So we see most of the people that leave South Africa, they mostly go to the United Kingdom. Just as much as many also from the United Kingdom come to South Africa, they also South Africans also go to the UK. So and we see that as per data in 2020, we saw that 247,300 left South Africa and went to the UK. Okay, others they go to Australia, and there we see in 2020 by 2020 we had 199,700, and then others go to the USA, and we'll see it's about 117,300, and then we have New Zealand 73,000, Germany 20,000, Mozambique. Oh, okay, so South Africans also go to Mozambique, so 20,000. Zimbabwe. Oh, okay. We see 19,000 of South Africans go to Zimbabwe, and also Netherlands. We see 17,000 going to Netherlands, and Eswatini we see 12,000. So it's just an exchange. It's just the only difference is that there's high numbers of those people coming from Zimbabwe entering South Africa than those who leave South Africa and go to Zimbabwe or Mozambique or Eswatini, those kind of things. But still, there are also South Africans living and going to other countries. Okay. And then, in terms of refugees that we have in South Africa, okay, refugees and asylum seekers, a total of those is about 250,200. Okay. And out of that now, you'll see that most of the people that are here as in that number of 250,200 Ethiopians, they constitute a 63,700. Then come the Democratic Republic of the Congo, 57,600. Somalia, 27,800. Bangladesh, 25,700. Zimbabwe, 14,900. So if you look at now, if you look at Zimbabwe, we have only 14,900 as refugee and asylum seekers compared to the numbers we did give here of the 690,200. Only about about 14,000 are refugee and asylum seekers from the 600 plus of people that are in South Africa. So, and then we have Congo, which is, I think this is Congo Brazzaville. We have about 12,000. Burundi, we have about 9,000. Pakistan, about 8,900. Nigeria, we have about 5,500. And Uganda, we have about 4,500. So, those are the people that are as refugee and asylum seekers. It's only about 250,000 and 200, and I'm also part of that number that they are just listed there. So it's very important to know these numbers and to differentiate these categories, because as we are here because of different reasons, and because of those reasons, it is those reasons that makes us different from each other or each category. So yeah, I'm gonna look into these numbers next time, and I want to look into the reasons why these people they come. We're gonna look into each country and look and see, and now try to analyze to see, is it right for them to be here. We compare the situation at home and the situation that is that makes them come here. Is it valid enough to have those numbers to be here, and what can be done to probably either uh, 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 reduce the numbers, if I may say so, but what can be done to limit the number of people coming from those countries because of their specific situation. All right. So thank you so much for watching. I know the government of the coalition government discussion is being discussed between the different political parties in South Africa. We still do not have a government yet, but I believe that the parties are discussing this and they are talking about it, and soon or later we shall find out. We shall find out what government is going to lead us. ANC has already spoken about it. Waiting for the DA and the MK. Once those things come together, we'll be able to know which direction we are going. And now we're gonna start looking at that government, what is possibly coming from that government in terms of dealing with the situation that affects migrants. So we're gonna look at that, the consequences that the next government might have on the new Citizens Immigration and Refugee Act that Mr. Moswaled has just brought forward, and whether it's still going to be applicable or not. We'll look at that. We'll look at that and what impact it could have. Will it still be Mr. Moswaled, who's going to be continuing in that office of Home Affairs, or is it Gayton Mackenzie who's coming? We'll look at that. We're also gonna look at whether the NHI is still going to be effective, and is this, we don't know. There's so much to be talking about, but we'll look at that as soon as we get the government in place. For now, we are still waiting for those talks to take place and get completed. So cheers guys, we'll come back to you guys with more content, but as I said, please subscribe, please do that, so that we can continue and bring you more raw content. Cheers. and chat soon.